Good morning, girls.
Good morning, Miss Bennett.
So today we're going to learn about epsilon delta proofs, the fundamental definition of a limit. So to start, for every epsilon that's greater than 0, there exists a delta greater than 0 such that... Whoa, wake up! Why are you asleep? No, maths can be fun. Let's think of a more interesting explanation. We all know the Hunger Games, but do you remember that bit where Katniss shoots an arrow into the apple in a pig's mouth? So you are Katniss, and you need to shoot that apple from about 30 meters away. You calculate that from your special archery stance you can hit the apple if your arrow is tilted at an angle of pi before you release it. But what is pi?
An irrational number.
Exactly. So no matter how hard you try, you can never point your arrow to an exact angle of pi degrees. But you are Katniss, and you don't give up. So you find an epsilon, or a tolerance value. Epsilon will be half the height of the apple. Then delta will be your protractor, which measures how close to pi your angle of tilt is. Since in this case epsilon is going to be quite small, delta must be quite small too. So the size of delta depends on the size of epsilon. You aim your arrow, tilt it to an angle of pi within the level of inaccuracy of delta, and shoot! You hit the apple within the range of epsilon. We can put this problem into mathematical terms. Take x as the angle of tilt of the arrow, and we want an angle of pi. Let's call it a. With our protractor, we know that to hit the apple, x must be within the range of a plus delta and a minus delta. Then fx is the function of where the arrow lands above the ground, and we want the arrow to land at the apple. Let's call it L. We know that to hit the apple, fx must be within the range of L plus epsilon and L minus epsilon. We say that as x tends to a, then fx tends to L, the exact spot of the apple. So who can give me the form of an epsilon delta proof?
For every epsilon that exists, a delta is such that if epsilon is greater than 0 and delta is greater than 0, then if the absolute value of x minus a is less than delta, then the absolute value of x minus L is less than the epsilon.
Loves maths. All good. See you next time. I love maths.